Good morning, students. I am Anju Trehan, PGT Economics, KV number 1, AFS Hinton. Children, hope you all are doing well in your online classes. Today we are starting our third unit, that is Producer Behavior and Supply. Its CBSE weightage is 13 marks and questions of 1 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark and 6 marks can be asked from this chapter. So today we will start with the production function. Before moving forward, we must understand what is production. Production is the process by which the inputs are transformed into output or converting the raw material into final good. For example, a farmer uses his land, labor, seeds and tractor etc. to cultivate wheat. Or a tailor uses his sewing machine, cloth, thread to make a shirt. This is a process of production. Various inputs which are used in the process of production are known as the factors of production, like land, labor, capital and enterprises, etc. Now, what is production function? Production function refers to a mathematical or a functional relationship between these inputs and output produced by a firm. Assume that there are only two factors of production, like labor and capital, denoted by L and K respectively. Then the production function is equal to Q is equal to F into L and K, where Q stand for output, L stand for labor and K stand for capital. Here we assume that the technology remain constant. But if technology improves, then the production or output also increases. So technology in the short run assumed to be constant. Here I have used the word short run. So here we are studying the production function in two phases, that is short run production function and the long run production function. This is our next slide, which will cover the difference and the meaning of short run and long run production function. The output can be changed by changing only one variable factor under the short run production function, whereas under long run production function all the factors are variable. So the output can be changed by changing all the factors of production. In the short run, factors are classified as fixed factor and variable factor, whereas in the long run all the factors are variable. In the short run, demand is more active as supply cannot be increased immediately with the increase in demand, as some factors are constant in the short run period. On the other hand, both demand and supply plays equal role in the long run period, and both can be changed by changing the quantity of all the variable factors in the long run, as in the long run all the factors are variable. I hope the difference between short run and long run production function is clear to you. Now, under the short run, we have studied that there are two types of factors, that is some factors are fixed factors and some factors are variable factor. Now in this slide we will cover the meaning and difference between the fixed and the variable factors. Fixed factors are those factors the quantity of which cannot be changed in the short run, as they may involve high cost or high investment. On the other hand, variable factors are those factors the quantity of which can be changed in the short run period as well. They are not directly related to the output. If we consider the fixed factor, they are not directly related to output. They exist even at the zero level of output. They are directly related to output. The variable factors are directly related to output. As output increases, the quantity of the variable factors tends to increase. The examples of fixed factor are factory building, plant and machinery and equipment and the permanent staff. Whereas under the variable factors, we have raw material, casual labor and fuel, etc. Our next slide will highlight the concept of product. What is product and the types of product? Product or output refers to the volume of goods produced by a firm or industry during a given period of time. And these product categories categorized into three parts, that is total product, average product and the marginal product. As far as total product, it is the total quantity of the goods produced by a firm during a given period with a given number of inputs. Suppose we vary a single factor input, say labor, and keep the other factor input, say capital, constant, then for the different levels of a variable input, we get the different levels of output. This relationship between the variable input and output is termed as total product. This is also known as the total physical product or the total returns. Our next slide will tell us the meaning of average product. Average product is defined as the output per unit of the variable input. It is also known as average physical product or average returns. For example, if the total product of a 60 kg is produced by 10 laborers, then the average product will be equal to 6 kg. That is 6 kg per laborer. It is calculated by AP is equal to TP upon the units of variable input. Therefore, TP is also equal to AP into the units of the variable inputs. You have to be very particular regarding these formulas, as sometime the fill-ups or complete the table type questions asked in 3 to 4 mark question form. Next, we will cover in this slide the meaning of marginal product. It is defined as the change in output per unit of change in the variable input, that is labor, when all other inputs are constant, or it is the addition to the total product when one more unit of variable input is applied with the fixed factors. So, MP is equal to delta TP upon delta variable factor, that is marginal product is equal to the change in total product upon the change in the variable factor. MP can also be calculated by TPN minus TPN minus 1. It is also known as MPP, that is marginal physical product or the marginal returns. The relationship between these concepts, that is AP, TP and MP, can better be understood with the help of the table, and you can also calculate at your own AP from TP and MP from TP. The first part shows the number of units of the variable factor, and then second part shows TP, and we can calculate AP from TP. TP divided by the units of variable factors, and we calculate that at first stage it is 2, it is the second stage 5 divided by 2, it is 2.5 and so on. And if we want to calculate MP from TP, we can do it by 5 minus 2, 3, 9 minus 5, 4 and so on. Or you can change, we can also add up all the MPs by taking the cumulative of MP, we get TP. That is 2 at the first stage, 2 plus 3, 5 at the second stage, then 2 plus 3 plus 4, 9 at the third stage, and so on. Now, the last slide will cover the assignment portion, where a small and very simple questions are there. First is to define the production function. You have to give the definition of production function and the types of production function, that is long run and the short run production function. Then differentiate between the short run and the long run production function. Then you have to make the difference between the fixed and the variable factors of production. And fourth question covered the meaning of total product, average product, and marginal product. Along with the formula, you have to explain the meaning as well as the formula of these three concepts. And the last question, can average product be 0 or negative? No, it can never be 0 or negative. Give reason in support of your answer. Such type of question can be asked with reason sometime in a 3 to 4 mark question. You have to be very alert regarding these concepts, and I hope you understand. Thank you.